Sandra here. I'm doing a video about breast reduction. Pardon the World Series in the background. I am a baseball nut, so I just want to have that on so I can keep, seeing what the score is. But anyway, breast reduction surgery, right? Well, the way this came about, me looking into it and that sort of thing, is actually because of my mother. I've been telling my family lately that I really am miserable in this body. It's like, although before, having breasts, it has always bothered me. I mean, when I was a kid, I wanted to wear swim trunks and run around without a shirt like my brother. I mean, that's just something I've always wanted. I have always wanted a male chest. And I think I mentioned before in another video, it's like I've always hated them. I mean, occasionally I was able to kind of forget about it, push it down, not really focus on it nearly as much. But it's gotten to the point now where I feel disgusting, and every time I look in the mirror I want to cry. Like, just every second of the day I feel them there now, and I just want them gone. I need them gone, or smaller, or something. I can't keep dealing with these. I just can't. So when I told my family this, I mentioned top surgery. And so my mother suggested, why don't you do breast reduction surgery instead? So I thought that sounded like, maybe that'd be a good idea. So I decided to look into it. I actually had a consultation earlier this week with a plastic surgery center here in Maryland. So I just want to talk a little bit about what I found out about it and whether or not I think it's a good idea for me or just a good idea in general. So as for the procedure is very, very simple. And I've done a lot of research on top surgery, so I know the different kinds of methods they use in surgery. I mean, obviously double incision's the one I've heard the most about, but I was wondering how they do breast reduction. And what they do is, there is a couple also different ways you can do it, but the main one is an anchor incision. So basically what that is when you've got, the breast and the little nipples here, they'll do an incision underneath of the breast. Then they'll cut up the breast and around the nipple, so it looks like an anchor. And then they actually move the nipple up. And then they take out however much they're taking out. And then they lift the skin and they sew it back together. Is basically the incision they're doing. So one of my main concerns was recovery. That's pretty much my main concern about any surgery that I've had is, I've had a lot of surgeries, so I'm always, interested to know what am I going to face. And according to the surgeon with the breast reduction surgery, the recovery time is next to nothing. There's basically no pain and hardly any complications. The scar itself doesn't last, according to them. Most of the time it's completely faded. If not, it is very easy to fix. One thing is, if you ever change your mind, decide you want your breasts to be big again, you can put in implants. They can just reopen it and put it right back in. And as for when I said quick recovery, I mean quick, as in he said the next day you were up and walking the mall. And by 4 weeks, you can do any any exercise you want. Whereas I know with top surgery, obviously the recovery is completely and utterly different. So the recovery time for breast reduction, I mean, they even said if you have a desk job, you're back to work in like 2-3 days. So that sounded awesome to me. I'm like, that's great. That's a cakewalk. That's exactly the kind of recovery I would want. Definitely. But the main question I had is, would reduction surgery, really give me a chest that's masculine enough for me? So I asked them, how much can you take out? Like, how small can you make somebody? And the answer was basically as small as you want. That was, pretty much the answer. And I said, I'm a non-binary gender, and I want it as masculine as you can get, as small as you can get me. Because in my head, I have the image of those women that have such small breasts that they really don't even need a bra, and through a shirt it just looks like kind of exaggerated pecs. That's what I would want, and it would fit with my body type to kind of look like pecs. So that's what I would want. The problem is, with this surgery, the results aren't guaranteed. He mentioned at least an A cup, but my mom's an A, and it's still very obviously a breast. And I told him I would want more like double or triple A, like as small as you could get me. And he just kept saying, we can get you pretty small, but he couldn't really give me a true estimate of size. Plus, there are a lot of factors. There's swelling that goes on and different things to where it could change the shape and size. So that to me is very disconcerting, to think that you would have a surgery like that and not even really know what the results are going to be at all, as far as what size. I don't want to go through a surgery and then get a chest that's not right for me, especially when they said, they don't do refunds or anything like that. So I'd have to pay again to get it fixed if I didn't like the size. So that was not something I like to hear. And with them, I'd have to get 2 other procedures. I'd have to get liposuction and skin removal, because I have fat that goes all the way around my breast to my back that would need to be removed. That was one thing that the surgeon was really rude about, to my weight, which I did not appreciate. Because I've lost 65 pounds. I was almost 300 pounds, and I worked really hard to get to where I am. And the bottom line is I have disabilities and I'm on medication, so I'm not going to be able to get much smaller than I am now. Maybe 15 pounds, which I'm trying. But I know that I've heard it might impact top surgery as well, weight, that a lot of times they want you to be, fit when you get that kind of thing. But anyway, with those other procedures, it would be $12,000 for me to go with this surgeon for breast reduction. The actual breast reduction is only about $6,000, according to the itemized list they gave me. And then there's the surgical fees and all that other kind of stuff. But with them, they do no insurance. Nope. They do layaway, and there are some different financing options that they'll have, like Credit One or some company, Care Credit, I don't remember, they can help. But that's it. For any insurance, you can try to get a reimbursement from your insurance company, but nope, upfront, everything. And I know I actually talked to a whole bunch of guys, and they said that insurance did pay for part of the top surgery, if not all of it. So I know with top surgery, insurance can be an option, but with breast reduction, chances are it's not an option. It will all be out of pocket. But for me, I don't know if I'm going to do this. I really don't. They seem nice there and all that, but I really think I want top surgery. I think that's really what I want in my heart. So I actually do have a consultation scheduled 6 weeks from now. It's forever, but that's going to give me time to save the $100 for the consultation. But I liked what I saw on their website and the before and after pictures of stuff they'd done top surgery wise. So I'm going to go and I'm going to see what they say. Because I've read, I don't know how many articles, I've watched YouTube videos, I've talked to other, I've talked to trans guys on forums and on Facebook and everywhere else in the world. And I still need to hear from a surgeon exactly what goes into it and the recovery, what would happen there. I need to know the price and if insurance is taken for that, procedure, so that I really can make an educated guess, because either way, one of those is going to have to happen. I can't keep the chest that I have now. I can't. It's just too big. I can't even comfortably bind. So something's got to give. I'm a little hesitant about top surgery for the recovery part of it. And that's really kind of the only thing holding me back, is just how intensive that is. And it's got to be something that you really, really want. And I think it's something I really, really want. But I still got to look into it and see what my options are. So would I recommend breast reduction surgery to anybody else? If you want, to take a risk and try to get the smallest chest that you can, and you're okay with paying that much money without trying insurance, go for it. I mean, you can't beat the recovery. I mean, seriously, you cannot beat that. So if you really do want a smaller chest and you can't do top surgery, go for it. But you got to know with breast reduction, it's still going to be a breast. It's not going to be flat. It's not going to be, the smaller nipples. You're still going to have breasts. But at least it is better than nothing, in my opinion. So, anyways, that is about breast reduction surgery. You can look it up online. There are a lot of cosmetic places that do it pretty much everywhere. Just make sure you look at the before and after and really talk to people. I was lucky to find one that has free consultation, but be ready because most places one of them had like $75 consultation, and like I said, I'm paying $100 for top surgery, so just be ready for those kind of consultation fees, and be ready for rude plastic surgeons. Yeah, because they were, no. But anyway, so that is what's up, and I'm going to continue watching the World Series now. So, anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you to my subscribers, and I'll catch you later.